what's going on, guys? BabyFlakes. I mean, I leave YouTube, and the Detroit Pistons decide to ball out all of a sudden, man. What? Bro, I've been through Kyle Singler, Charlie Villanueva, Killian Hayes, who's getting triple doubles in the G League right now, man. But so is Bronny James. Why? You gonna be good now? I decided to settle down, have a few little mini flakes, and now you want... By the way, man, ain't that cute? Ain't that adorable, baby? My baby is supposed to be here like any day now. Hopefully this isn't too tacky. I apologize if it comes off that way. We had a baby shower. I know a lot of people are supporters of the channel. Little money sign, UncleKrispyYT is my cash handle thingy. So please don't donate. I don't. You're good, man. Keep your money, bro. Times are tough, man. Also, you can hit the little donate thing somewhere on YouTube, I think. But man, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I hope to introduce you guys, to my little bean, my little mini flake, okay? And the rest of my family, because I mean, this is just some of the stuff that makes me happy. Like, make me paintings every single day. This is one my daughter made. A rainbow. Okay, I love it. Let's talk about basketball, okay, man. I don't even really know where to begin with this squad. For one, we got MVP Cade Cunningham before GTA 6. That is crazy, man. Okay? The amount of hate that Cade Cunningham has been getting since he's been, drafted, just so many people saying, he should have been number one. He's a bust. Scotty Barnes, Jalen Green, Evan Mobley. It's like, shut up. Cade Cunningham, man, is just yes, he gets some turnovers. I'm pretty sure LeBron James is the all-time leader in that category, so I'll take it. You're going to turn the rock over if the ball's in your hand 99% of the time. But beyond that, man, it just goes to show how much Monty Williams was holding this team back. I have so much to say that I think it might need to be its own video, maybe tomorrow? Should I come back for another video tomorrow, man? Maybe if this video gets some likes on it or some traction. Old man flakes, then maybe I'll do a second upload, baby. But I couldn't really stay silent about this team anymore because I just feel like I truly have cursed the squad. Okay? I have not been watching as much basketball this year as I would have liked. But at the same time, I've been enjoying, so many other aspects of life that have been lacking in my life so much. But damn, bro, I already said Stanley Johnson, right? Kyle Singler, Charlie Villanueva. Why y'all decide to be good now, okay? When it comes down to it, though, they've... Let me just show you all the history, okay? Let me just show you lots of history, okay, bro? Because, I mean, it's like they are 6 in the Eastern Conference right now. I believe they're playing the Orlando Magic and they're making this video. But also... Oh, man, what was I going to say, bro? Man, I'm losing my stuff, bro. Oh, yeah. My last video I uploaded 3 months ago. Go watch it because I said Detroit Pistons at least the 8th seed. Maybe 7th or 6th. I did say that. I've also said that every single year since I've started doing YouTube. So I don't really know if it holds a lot of weight to it, man. But this right here is the Detroit Pistons. 77 seasons. Bill Laimbeer's the best Piston of all time? I don't know about that, Chief. Yo, bro. They got Bald Hamilton, bro. Come on now, man. Y'all could have showed him with the, braids or whatnot, but hey, it is what it is. Basketball reference, if you're watching this video, please maybe make that change, okay? Disrespectful as heck. Okay, so I said 2012 is, when I started YouTube. You would say this 08-09 season was the last time they were... Whoa. That record is good for... was 3rd or 5th? What does that mean? That's crazy, bro. They were 3rd or 5th. Can you believe that? But yeah, so it's not like they became garbage the year I started YouTube, but they have been garbage this entire time. And I just thought it would be kind of fun to maybe go down memory lane, look at, just some of the rosters and everything, and just kind of remember what this team was all about, what we had to deal with, and, how we got to the spot we're in today with my man Cade Cunningham. By the way, I don't know if I really got a chance to mention this before. I love Malik Beasley. That year when he was on the T-Wolves, what was he dropping like 19.9 points per game? Like, I was a big fan of his. So just seeing him come to this team, it's like, you know, since then he's been kind of a streaky player. But man, can he shoot. He's like a prime Langston Galloway, baby. I swear, man. Maybe like a Reggie Bullock of, you know, some type. So I'm so happy he's doing it in Detroit. And yeah, there's some stuff going on with like Jimmy Butler too. There's so much stuff I need to talk about, man. It's just been bundled up in here and everything. But like, yo, stay on track. Here we go. Okay. So let's go maybe to the season I first started doing YouTube. What was this team looking like? Oh, they had Lawrence Frank. Yeah, from the Nets. I don't remember him, bro. This team, Will Bynum. Well, Will the Thrill had some life thrills after. I think he's in jail right now for insurance fraud or something like that. So that's not great. Austin all day. All day Austin Day. Man, I hate you. 6'11" for nothing, bro, in like an 8-foot wingspan. Literally would work out with Kevin Durant, and you were just a horrible basketball player. I'm literally outside of my backyard, bro, on a 10-foot hoop, making layups and stuff, and making the occasional three-pointer. And you're 6'11", you can't do nothing with that, bro? I'm 5'7" on a good day. 5'5" when I'm hunched over. So screw you, Austin Day. Ben Gordon. I still remember the free agency that we got him. It was him and Charlie Villanueva. Amari Stoudemire, I believe, was also another top name that I was hoping we would get. Maybe let me just rephrase that. I was not hoping we got Ben Gordon and Charlie Villanueva. I remember exactly when it happened because we had all this cap space. And I remember waking up, you know, Detroit Free Press, front line, Ben Gordon and Charlie Villanueva. And, you know, I remembered Ben Gordon on the Bulls. And I was like, interesting. You know, Charlie Villanueva on the Bucks. I was like, you know, he's a basketball player. Something we lacked at that time. But I don't remember the feeling of happiness. Similarly to when, what is this? Bro, I'm taking the Fanta, baby. I'm taking the Fanta, that orange pop. So good. Who else? Jones Jerebko. I know he had some few good seasons on the Celtics. Brandon Knight. The human highlight reel for all the wrong reasons, as I like to call him. I don't remember nothing about Vernon. Jason Maxiell. Greg Monroe, you know, there was a minute there, because Greg Monroe was in the same draft class as James Harden, where, like, played based off, like, the plus minus, like, when he was in Detroit, we weren't winning games, obviously, or wouldn't be making this video about the subject, but he was all right, man. Rodney Sucky, can't stand you. We should have, you know, kept Aaron Aflalo. Big Ben Wallace, bro, I can't imagine your age at this time. You were wearing number 6, so it could not have been young. Wow, just a whole bunch of piss-poor memories there that I don't want to revisit. Okay, so 2011-2012. 25-41. Next season, 29-53. 29-53. 52-50. So at this point, we were, you know, 3 games better. And then finally, we finished 3rd out of 5th again. That's got to be the division, right? At 44-38. Back in 2015-2016. So what was all... I know Crispy was probably hyped, but I probably wasn't super hyped about it because that's when KD... No, I'm sorry. I don't know. What year did KD go to the Warriors again? That was, no, that's right. That was the year after, because that was like the 73-9 season, where it's just like, I mean, we're all screwed. Doesn't matter if we make the playoffs, like, ain't nobody beating the Warriors. So yeah, man, 44-38. Stan Van Gundy. I remember when my old buddies from high school said that he saw him at a basketball game eating a hot dog. That was pretty cool. Basketball reference to your happy place. I don't know, bro. I'm not. The balding picture of Rip Hamilton, like, that's not how he needs to be remembered. It needs to be a masked picture with the dreadlocks. Okay, so at this time, we're looking at, you know, some all-time greats on the Pistons, such as Joel Anthony, Aaron Baines. Aaron Baines, you know, #1 fan account, remember him? Steve Blake. Reggie Bullock. Reggie Bullock's good 3-and-D player. KCP, I mean, I remember when KCP was drafted, you know, by Detroit, and I forgot what was it, like 6 overall or something like that, and people said that he was like a 20-point per game scorer that could carry, man, you know, 3-and-D. Made me think like a Jimmy Butler, you know, with a jump shot. Sorry. No, man, but regardless, like, he became an all-star role player, and that's not a bad thing. great on the Lakers. He was not a great guy to draft in the hopes of building your franchise around. Okay, it's not his fault. Actually, I guess it is. He should have played harder. Tobias Harris, he was on that team, so we got him back now. Went to Philly and got probably just his feelings hurt very often there, in Philly and everything. Deron Hillard, I believe, he was out of Villanova, man. I don't remember. He was a lefty, I believe. And he was going to be a pretty good player. He had some body injuries going on there that kind of threw him out of basketball. Oh, my God, I saw the name. Well, I do like Brandon Jennings. He is probably just as, if not a bigger story that people don't pay attention to as far as what if his Derrick Rose and the Bulls was. Brandon Jennings on this Pistons team, man, like he was really clicking for a bit there. Had an Achilles thing and it really sucked, bro. And he just was never the same. Now he goes on podcasts. I think he talks a lot of trash. So, yeah, Stanley Johnson out of Arizona. I remember watching him at Arizona because that was the year that Trey Burke, I believe. No, that was back in 2013. I'm sorry. But I was still watching, man. It was probably when Nick Stauskas was carrying the Wolverines. Yeah, Stanley Johnson, I remember in Arizona, he was just like this dude that just stood around, hung out, man. Played some video games. By the way, Marvel Rivals, I am Platinum 3. And I am a Penny Parker main, just if you were wondering, bro. I love that game. I've been addicted to it. Marcus Morris, Anthony, the Tolliver effect, man. I loved Anthony Tolliver. He was pretty cool. But, yeah, you kind of look at this team here, and you can see why maybe they were somewhat decent. All right, let me make this a little bit smaller. That's what she said. Yeah, there we go. Oh, no, a little bit smaller. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, KCP this year, 22, 14 points. It was a good balanced attack, which, you look at this here, and that's kind of how the Pistons historically have been built. It's like it's never really been about one guy. Well, I can't say that because Isaiah Thomas, he had other good players around him, But even, 2004 Pistons, you had Chauncey Rip, Tayshaun, they were an all-star core is what I will say. And then now Cade Cunningham obviously is the man, but, so they really have the guy on the team. They had a whole bunch of guys, just not the guy. And that's okay. Not when Reggie Jackson's your leading scorer. I don't know if I like that. Okay, I don't. It's been horrible. I haven't even seen Kyle Singler. That must have been the year before, bro. Then he got a $25 million contract with the OKC Thunder. Bro, what year was he around? This must have been a very short amount of time that he was in the league. Okay, so 44 and 38, pretty good. Skip a few years of getting the 5th pick in the draft, 5th pick here, 5th pick there. And then you come up on the 2018-2019 season. And this was the year that I believe we had Blake Griffin. Check it out. There we go. Ugly-ass logo too, bro. Bring back the horse. Oh, man. All right, what are we looking at here? Was this not the... Yeah, it was Blake Griffin season. Yeah. So we're looking at Bruce Brown, bro. So Bruce Brown, when he was drafted to Detroit, eventually ended up... Because, yeah, he was on the Pistons first. Then, I think it was Denver he went to, right? Won a championship there. He was on the Brooklyn Nets, too, for a bit. He's on the Raptors. He's been on every single team, essentially, since the Pistons, man. None of them ever quite felt like home, though, he said. And I just remember him, when he got traded, I was upset because I liked Bruce Brown. I was happy because he was a glue guy type of player that I knew was going to thrive on an actual good team. You just kind of hope that good team is yours, and it wasn't. So, yeah. No way Jose Calderon. Yeah, he was good on the Toronto Raptors. Then he decided to wear number 81. Henry Ellenson. I mean, it's in the name. L. I haven't really named this talk about Andre Drummond. What is my thoughts on Drummond these days? Obviously forgettable. It's like when you think of Andre Drummond, you don't really correlate him with winning. It's like rebounding and slam dunks and inside type of player, like back in the day. Also trying to get a max contract, and Troy was like, hell no, bro. So yeah, with Drummond, to me, honestly, he's kind of forgettable in the Pistons' history. Because it's hard for me. There's already been, I've already been alive for so many years. There's only so many rosters I can keep up in my mind to remember. And it's you didn't do anything. You didn't. Yeah, okay, we got to 500. Great. I don't know, man. Then you got Blake Griffin, coming there from the Clippers. That was the trade. That was Tobias Harris. What else did we trade? Yeah, there was a draft pick too. A lot of people say that it became SGA. That's not true. But yeah, man, a whole bunch of draft compensation. We brought in Blake Griffin, and he did play his ass off, for this season here. Let's pull him up real quick here, bro. Like, All NBA third team, 25 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Was playing on a broken leg against the Milwaukee Bucks. It was pretty cool. It just, once again, I think it was maybe Kevin Durant that recently said something about like nobody wants to play in Detroit or something along those lines, and it's true. It sucks. It's like I don't want to go from one. No, it was Paul George. Paul George recently said on his podcast that he wanted to come to Detroit for a season, but he didn't want to go from one cold place to another. And you want what I say? That's why he ain't got no rings. Yeah, Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard's doing great, by the way. Memphis Grizzlies got all cute and thought they were going to trade him to the Brooklyn Nets. Hell no, baby. Like, you ain't doing that. He also had a baby this past year, so he got married also. Congratulations to him and his family on that. So, yeah, he's just, what does Luke up to these days, man? I know he's had some injury, stuff going on, but just a cool guy. Duck, as we like to call him. Apparently, y'all giving him new nicknames in Memphis. I don't like that. Yeah, man, 10 points per game. 3 rebounds, that's pretty good. 2 assists. I know he has to play point guard sometimes. 44% from, I'm sorry, about 50% from 3. Oh my God. That's crazy, bro. Since the Detroit days, man. I would probably say he's this era's Marco Bellinelli. What else? Yeah, Stanley Johnson was still lurking around. 8 points per game, sucked. Thon Maker, he was drafted, I believe, by the Bucks, sucked. GR3 was good on the Wolverines, otherwise sucked. Zaza sucked. Kyrie Thomas sucked. Steve Mikhailuk sucked. Skip a few. Yeah, we really kind of know the history since then. Man, the Dwane Casey era. You want to know what I think I hate the most about Monte Williams? Is that he made me miss Dwane Casey. And Dwane Casey was just very stale. Like that piece of bread you see in the back of the freaking thing is like, maybe I'll put some peanut butter on it, it'll be alright. But it's still stale, bro. It's not as good as the real thing. So, yeah, let's maybe jump right over here, 2021, 2022, bro. Let's really go not too far back in memory lane. I just remember a lot of alcohol at this time. Oh, boy. See how many players I was wrong about. Well, Marvin Bagley III, he had a lot of injury issues. Now, I remember when we got him, the Kings fans told me that he had a lot of injury issues. And I said, shut your bitch ass up. And then he had a lot of injury issues, so I apologize, Kings fans. Sadiq, I think he hasn't really been doing anything. I think he's injured on the Hawks, right? Has he played at all this year? Wow. That man is giving up on basketball, bro. Yeah, you were really good, your sophomore year. And then you mentioned something about how you were working on your ball handling, and you just lied to everyone. It just wasn't true. I really thought he could have been Jaylen Brown, bro. He dropped a 50-point game. I thought he could have been Jaylen Brown. I really did. But, yeah, he just... Oh, we got the same birthday, too, bro. Come on, man. Wow. We'll talk about you in a minute here, man. We'll talk about Cade here in a minute. Carson Edwards, never quite panned out. Luke Garzilla, still balling on the T-Wolves. Jeremy Grant. I am happy when we moved on from Jeremy Grant, because Jeremy Grant, to me, while he was pretty solid, I do find that he was a bit of a ball stopper and a chucker at times. But Jeremy Grant, to me, just kind of represented mediocre basketball. Like, you don't build a team around Jeremy Grant. You don't give a guy like Jeremy Grant, $100 million, $150 million contracts until you really have a locked in place system. And the thing too is that when he actually played with Cade and during Cade's rookie season, there was a lot of times where it's just like, just give the ball to Cade. Like, and then Dwane Casey was notorious for just sticking players in corners, bro. Like rookies, it was the worst, man. Really the worst. And you want to talk about the actual worst, man? Let's talk about Killian Hayes. Has he gotten any floor time on the Brooklyn Nets? Or has it solely been, yup, it's solely been G League triple doubles. Okay, I'm just, Killian Hayes, that quote lives in my brain. It gives me nightmares, bro. Because that's what I said when we drafted him. I was like, Killian Hayes. Okay, I remember it. Horrible. Josh Jackson, that was pretty. Whatever happened to him? Like I think he went to Memphis too for a minute, but he was good in Detroit. Wow. He just gave up on basketball, bro. You leave Detroit, you just don't care about basketball no more, bro. What else? We got Braxton Key, Saban Lee, Ramen Exident and Lee, Isaiah Livers, yeah. Kelly Olynyk, he was fun for a minute. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm a opponent. I don't even know it. I hate that. Ruined it. Pickett, I liked a lot. He's just been gone, but just a whole bunch of mediocrity, bro. And I think at this point, this is probably the best place to maybe jump to now. You know, and like I said, it's probably worthy of its own video, but I have not gotten a chance. Like I know how this team plays. I'm not gonna lie to you, say I haven't watched a ton of basketball, bro. I've been raising 2 kids, so. But man, do I just Cade Cunningham averaging 25, 7, and 10. Tobias, I mean, he hasn't been the beacon of consistency I was hoping for, but like, we only got him for 2 years, so it's fine. A little bit of a, I'm gonna call him duct tape. He's some duct tape. Ivy, I am not going to lie, I was completely, well, I'm going to say I was about maybe 73.4% wrong about Ivy, okay? I never thought that Ivy was a bad player. I didn't think he was a player that you could include in a system around Cade Cunningham. And I always kind of looked at it like you either got to go Cade or Ivy. Like they are polar opposites. But then, we got this new shooting coach. And Ivy's been able to shoot. He's been great, man. Like, yeah, 40% from 3. I know he's been injured for a minute now, which really sucked, kind of derailed a lot of things with him. But I was wrong. Like, he went out there, and I think a lot of it, man, maybe it has like a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth from, like, the most losing season of all time. And, like, I knew Monte Williams was just a big problem, but he just left such a bad taste where I was like, I need everybody gone, bro. And thank God that didn't happen, because it's coming together, man. I still think guys like Duren, they really need to, bro. He really needs to kind of get some of those losing habits away from him. He needs to stop following and whatnot, and he doesn't want to be Drummond 2.0. We've seen that, Duren. We've seen a guy that can grab a ton of rebounds every now and then and score nicely, but not lead the wins. Like, I would so much rather you just being, going out there, playing tough, catching lobs, and doing what you need for this team to succeed. And I think the prime example of who you should follow is Beef Stew. Like, Beef Stew, the past few years, he's been this flat-footed three-point shooter, and now it's like he's playing inside. Get this shit out of there, bro. Big Beef Wallace. You know what I'm saying? Like, Isaiah Stewart has really kind of dug deep, and he's about the team. It's like when I play Penny Parker on Marvel Rivals, if I'm at the objective, it's like, yeah, I could be out there, getting kills, but we're not going to get W's, bro. You got to stay on the objective, man. Protect your healers. But I don't want to get too much into this team. I'm going to do a whole new video on this, bro. By the way, B-Ball Paul, glad to have you back. You were gone for like a night. I did cry just a little bit. And, yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, man. Like, I know when I first started making this, I was like, feels weird, but I don't know, man. It's like riding a bike. So, people that are still here checking stuff out, thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, if you want to, leave a little something for the baby, Cash App is the little $, UncleKrispyYT. Crispy with a K, as you know. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace out, my friends.